Cloud. How about we start today by finding our tarot companion for this year?
Mm.
Oh,
It's always a nice practice, and so it's just numerology. Um, your tarot muse for 2026. So it's simply your birth month
mhm.
in a number, plus your birth date, the numerals,
Mm-hmm.
plus 2026. So
Oh,
add that
okay.
up and get your card
One,
number.
18 is 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
Seven.
And you can, if it's you can do constellation if you want. If you get 11, you can do 11 and 2, or you can just bring
Mm.
it down to a single digit.
Mm.
I
Okay.
gotta make sure I added that right.
Three, three, 11 and 2, or 7 and 16.
Mhm.
Um, 17, 17, 10,
Mm, six.
7.
And then
Mm.
why don't you can
Mm.
just pull your card and have it nearby and just start to maybe listen. Mine is the Hierophant.
Me too.
Okay.
Wait, yours is the Hierophant?
So we're
Yeah.
it out of the
Oh,
major
mine's
arcana
the Priestess.
So pull it out of pull out the card
from the
from your
major
deck.
arcana.
Major Arcana, yes. Sorry, only majors, at least
Uh,
for now. You
got it.
you could do it once we get into the minors. You could do it using the minors also. Um, so the same way that the snake informs our Chinese year now, and then we'll shift to the horse. This card can be your tarot companion, guide, muse, partner, ally.
Oh, I love mine.
Thank you.
What do you have, Cassandra?
I have the lovers.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes, for me.
so Janet is also the Hierophant.
Mm.
Oh, that's good for you two working together, huh?
I guess it is.
You're both the Hierophant.
Mm.
That's awesome.
And Cassandra has the lovers.
Mm.
What'd you get, Altry?
Chariot, which is really interesting because in the Thoreau, um, and maybe Mary Totten can help me out. Um, there's some way of knowing of calculating your whole. I think the your birth date focus. What is it, Mary Totten, that you have a special card that indicates your whole
Your soul card.
soul card?
Yeah, and mine is the Chariot.
Me too. And so I
Well,
And
pulled.
how did you get that?
it's your birth date.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's birth.
your birth
With your
year.
birth year, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
which is, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I
So,
know mine.
Oh, so sometimes
and,
called the destiny card.
Yeah,
ah,
exactly.
I wish they'd make
okay,
up their mind and settle on one.
good.
Well, if you want to call it destiny, then I think we should
Oh,
call it destiny.
I'd rather call it
Okay,
soul.
Okay. All right.
whatever. But also, the constellation of that is the tower, which is very appropriate.
Yes, it is.
Kathy, I
Uh,
attempted to send you, excuse me, I attempted to send you a picture of what I was seeing as I opened this up. remember one time we were together and I saw two suns?
Yeah.
Well, I saw it again. I
Wow.
took a picture of it.
Okay. Well,
So
where did you send it?
I believe I sent it to just your phone. I
Okay.
messaged
Okay.
it. Fingers crossed.
I don't see it yet, but I'll keep looking. So that's interesting that we have the two sons today with
Yeah.
us.
Oh, it didn't go. Well, I'll do it later.
Okay. Freddie, what's your who's your tarot muse for 2026?
My favorite bunnies, the lovers, the six.
Okay.
Oh, that's what mine is, a
True.
6.
I'm trying to figure out how that happened because you have different life path or soul path than I do.
Well, I might have done it wrong.
Well,
I wouldn't doubt
your
it.
your month and your day could be different numbers, but add up to the same number.
They're 5. See, October 31, 2026.
They don't put your birth year in?
No.
Oh, well, then I'm wrong.
Wait, let's do this over again.
Your birth month number,
Yeah,
your birth date
right.
number,
Hmm.
and this year.
Okay.
And that's the same as your personal year, to use the language we've been
Right.
using with Emma.
Oh my gosh, the personal year, yes.
Right. I couldn't think of that, Janet. Personal year, right?
So
Yeah, and now we're putting a card to it. What?
I'm a 2.
Okay. All right.
Oh, the high priestess, of course you are.
Which I am
I'm
also.
asking for this year.
Oh, wow.
I'm the
I
same
love
as Freddie. I'm also the 2.
Mm.
Are we
Fun.
surprised?
What's the name of your card? I can't read it.
The high priestess.
Oh, the High Priestess. Wow. It's
And
nice.
my
Mhm.
my soul card is the hermit, of course.
So
Because
what's the
that's what I
difference?
am. That you use your birth year.
So this one is
Instead of the
your
current year.
personal year is just for this year.
Personal. Sorry, I should have said personal year. Yeah, personal.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it because that's what Janet calls it, is personal year.
Yeah, and then that makes sense too.
That's what the other is, your soul year.
The soul year and the personal year are the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
When you
other
use
one,
your birth date, your birth
Y-
year, what is that one?
Your soul card. So big picture.
Mhm.
Life
picture.
path is the language Emma uses for that.
Life
Okay.
path?
Life path.
I'm never going to remember these, but life
yeah.
path and personal year.
They're
But
two.
that's a good distinction. You
Well,
know, they
because your life
sound
Oh,
different.
life path. Okay.
is the year you were born, and then every year it changes for your personal year, but the life path can never. You know
Right.
how we say, oh, like me, I'm a 358.
Yep.
That's your life path.
Yep. Okay.
And Janet, I really like you in that bright blue.
Mm,
It's
good
good.
color.
And that really soft looking hoodie.
Yeah, that's because it's chilly tonight.
Jilly, she says, was 34 this morning.
Yeah,
Poor
it's
baby.
too here.
It says on my computer it's 76.
Yeah.
Oh
It
But
was
I
dear.
have
it
on
was it
socks.
was 34 here and it felt warm.
I
I'm
took my
gonna
coat
say,
off.
Yeah,
you
I went
probably
outside
You were a
without a
little
coat.
later.
Oh, well, I need a coat at 71.
Yeah. You're a teeny weeny little thing.
Mhm.
I'm gonna check my emails again just in case. I don't
So
see
while
any.
you're doing that, I just want to say to Meritaten, everybody, I'm sure you're going to all sign up for Dragon, made and sent early the Super 7. And see, can you see it? It's this clear.
Mm.
And
Wow.
from the day I put it on, big stuff, really, really big
Feels
stuff
good.
has
I
happened.
haven't put mine on yet, Janet. It's still on my altar.
It's all I can wear.
It's all I
Mm.
can wear.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna put mine on. It's been
That's
sitting
how,
on my dragon rock on my
Mm.
altar.
It's very powerful.
but you
So
know
Okay.
how many bracelets? I usually have 10 bracelets on.
They're
And
usually
this is,
going like this.
yeah, this is all I can wear right now.
Oh, you've got them on two different.
And they've
I
even
never thought
broken.
about that.
They break. I had two silver ones that broke
You
on the
know
same
what?
day. And I
Mm.
wrote to Meritaten and said, "Oh, geez, what's
You
going
don't need it anymore.
Nope, we're done."
You're done with that one.
Hmm.
so what are the crystals in the new dragon one?
It's called the crystal's called Super 7 because it has 7 different
Mm.
in it.
Mm.
Um, and it's let's see, it's clear quartz, smoky quartz, lepidolite, um, amethyst, cacaxonite. Oh gosh, there's 2 more.
So they're beautiful
Rutile
because,
quartz and smoky quartz. I
yeah,
can't
Yeah,
remember.
I said those, Janet. Will you
Oh.
read them all, Janet?
Amethyst, caucasonite,
Cacaxonite, uh-huh.
clear quartz, geotite,
That's the
geothite,
one I missed. Yeah.
lepidocrocite, lep,
Lepidocrocite.
lepidocrocite,
Crocite.
rutile quartz, and smoky quartz.
Oh, I forgot the rutile quartz and the G one. I don't that's one I'm not familiar with. So even if you have a piece of the 7 Super 7 crystal that doesn't contain all of those
Mhm.
minerals in it, it still has the energy of all of those minerals in it,
Mhm.
right?
It's there. This is just something else altogether.
Yeah.
I have a wand of sacred seven. I
You have a wand?
don't point that at anything.
Well, that will be a good companion in Art 7, Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to see that
You want to
at
see
Yeah,
some
it?
point.
Okay.
we need to see it definitely.
Long time.
Yeah, this is so it's mostly clear, but it has fiery
Oh,
kind of
yes.
oranges.
Yeah,
And then it looks like there's, maybe moss or lichen because you can see the little things in them, which is my favorite.
I know. There's like a little story in each piece, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
All I
It's
know
really
is that
cool
stuff
crystal.
started downloading really, really fast from the day I put it on.
Oh,
So I now wear it, and I'm not a jewelry, And oh, I forgot to put on my things. I'm so bad about jewelry, but I put this on every
I'm so glad. So
day. So get
I'll
it on your website because as soon, like we're
it
having,
I
uh,
think I put it on my
did you?
website,
All
did it?
right, because we'll have our
Oh
Art
gosh, I don't
7
even remember.
um, All Art Cafe a week from Sunday on the 18th, and you could tell people about
Okay. And I'll make a little video. Do you want me to do a little video?
it. Yeah. You don't have
Let's
to
see.
have that ready by next Sunday,
Let's
um,
see.
but if you have it on your website, you can talk about it. Kathy and I will tell our stories. You could talk about it next Sunday. I sent out an email for the All Art Cafe.
No, I lied. I didn't put it on there yet.
Okay,
It's
so
still got the
a
turquoise
week
and
from Sunday, the 18th.
it still has the lotus and lily one at the top.
Okay.
Okay. Let me write that note down to do. I've been out of it for 2 weeks with this silly sinus thing. Um, Super 7 website.
People have been sick. Suzette has been sick for 6 weeks.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's terrible.
oh.
With what?
Yeah. Well, she had the flu, and then it just kind of snowballed. She went through the sinus infection, and now it's settled in her chest.
Mm.
Um, one of her friends has pneumonia. Um, a woman, another person in that art class has pneumonia. It's crazy out there.
It felt, if I hadn't have gone to urgent care and had a chest x-ray, I would have thought I had pneumonia.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
You can't find it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's time.
You'll find it soon.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm in the process of trying to reorganize the crystals. So that's
Jeez.
obviously I'm not very far along.
All right, so let's talk about death.
Oh boy.
What an interesting card at this time, huh? Um, I wrote a lot of this even before our weekend from hell. We live in a culture that has normalized mass death. Live in a culture that has a hard time grieving. Most of our meaningful rituals around death are gone, and that leaves us nowhere. We live in a time of the exploitation of our life force. Produce, produce, produce. I'm struggling so much with the dark and really just wanting to sleep. Um, we're watching our climate crisis. We're watching the death of much of nature and her creatures right in front of our eyes. And our culture's religion tells us our rewards are coming after this life. If we're good and obedient, and the people who tell us that are the worst of the worst. So it's all a little bit backwards. So let's add some tarot into the mix and use our spiral of time. I thought this was beautiful for today. This is a picture that I took the other day, the day after Christmas, with family. We went to the cemetery in our state capital where Alan has family buried. And then I just, John O'Donohue, he doesn't say anything I don't want to look at 100 times. Close your eyes and gather all the kindling about your heart to create one spark. The death card is our invitation back and back and back around the spiral of time. So we're going to look at maybe our more ancient relationship to death and to our dead. And how do we remember that death isn't the opposite of life, but a necessary condition of life? I think we do that by working with our dead because then time gets mixed up and it takes on a real face and we're not so alone. Another beautiful statue with lichen on her face. Isn't that neat? Um, in the deep, deep snow. So I worked with the Red Tarot. Mary Greer, she did a really interesting thing with the constellation of death. And Shay, of course. Death is 13. It's in all of these
Oh,
magical symbols of life. It's part of our creation. It's the witch's number. Our first death card from the Voyager deck, which I don't particularly like. But this one I think is pretty interesting.
wow.
The symphony of life plays on with free fingers. Death pulls back the curtain of the sky, allowing new light and new melodies to enter. And that quote was actually from the Moonjube Tarot.
Mm.
So remember what we're doing here. You have your death card, and you're in the garden of all these different ideas and images, and you're going to pull out and make yours the ideas that especially appeal to you. It's number 13, the witch's number, the dark mother, Kali, and earth as womb and tomb.
Hmm.
The empress, number 4, births us into body, brings us back to spirit. White Sage Tarot. I don't have this deck, but I thought that was really beautiful. Another aspect of death.
I love that card, Kathy.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful, huh?
Mm.
Portal, spiral,
Yeah.
labyrinth, holy well.
It reminds me of Newgrange.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really powerful image.
Mm.
Okay, so um, people lay out the major arcana in different ways. And this is pretty typical. You start with 1 and you go through 7, and there are your 21 cards. And then the Fool is at the top as 0. And as I was doing my research, Mary Greer did this thing where she said, because people say that the Fool is the bridge from the world back to the magician. The Fool is the beginning and the end. Okay, so if the Fool is the end, let's call it number 22 instead of 0. Now, the minute you call it number 22, you put it in, it's part of our constellation today. Notice that death, which most of our culture thinks is the end, it's just right in the middle. It's just buried in there. It's not even on an edge. It's right in the center. So,
Kathy,
yeah.
my inner child cards depict card 13 as Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Let's I'm going to have you help me remember to hold that up so I can take a screenshot when I'm done sharing, so I can get it big and send it to everybody. What an interesting idea, huh?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Mm.
I mean, horse stands out, which of course is power.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. We usually see a horse. Okay, so with the emperor number 4, here's our established systems. These are the mores that we live by. Something happens to the emperor, and something decisive must happen, and that's the death. And she talked about it like a regime change. You know, the death card rarely means someone or something is going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And so after this regime change, major upset, we end up with new eyes. You know, I think that's what we're all feeling now, is that, wow, we're on the precipice of something. We're in mourning. So we're watching things die and crumble, and we're curious. Well, where in the heck are we going? So that's the Fool. Um, Emperor is reason and logic. The Emperor builds things that he wants to last forever and ever because he's so great. Death cuts away. What anything that's not vital is gone. And then we have the Fool with no constraints. So I thought that was a really interesting framing, thanks to Mary K. Greer. Here they are up close. I'm going to talk about the images in there in a couple slides. It's said that a new way of perceiving the world never fully takes hold until all adherents to the old way have died. We're really experiencing that now, aren't we? We're actually here. So this might hurt deck, and I like this. It's a little bit more cheerful of a death card. They remind us that this card is rarely about somebody going to pass, but something is going to die. And despite your fear, despite how we hold on to those structures that we've built, like the Emperor, we need to let it happen. When we know it's inevitable, we need to let it happen. This card is showing us here, look, a toddler, a vital young woman, a holy person. There's usually an emperor, a king on the ground also, and they're saying this happens to everyone. There's no political office, uh, wealth, hierarchy, achievement that you can get to that will leave you out of this process.
Kathy, what are the two columns around? Yeah, what are those?
I think it's, you know how tarot does the portals all the time, the columns.
You
You
think
know,
that's what it is?
I think so. Yeah. And then there's maybe the river Styx is down here.
Yeah. And he's the fellow underneath the horse is clutching something in his left hand. It looks like money.
I think he's got money. Yeah. So instead of a crown, I think let's go back. Yeah, see here, here his crown fell off. You've
Oh,
got the
yeah.
child, kind of a teenager, the Pope, and royalty. And then they have the same, there are a lot of these columns, the portals.
Hmm.
Her title for this painting in our Dust to Onyx deck is called The Ascent to Descent.
Mm.
The discomfort of suspension in that deck, remember, was the Hanged One. Okay. The discomfort of suspension allows us to see a new perspective, the near death experience. But sometimes the suspension will not let up, and only through complete submission and release can we find our peace. A
Mm.
complete and utter transformation must take place for us
Uh,
to reawaken.
mm,
It's not necessarily saying I don't think that we can get lost, but I
mm,
think we can hang ourselves up if we get too concerned with the systems, the structures that the emperor built.
mhm.
Harmony is keeping the proper balance so we can always make room for the new. I think it's interesting that she used a birch tree here because we have a lot of birches where I live.
Mm.
Here, the goddess has been doing her work. She has placed the bones in the shape of a fetus in the womb at the base of the birch tree.
Mm,
The old life is over. A new life is ready to emerge soon. Leaves will cover the bones. A
mm.
copperhead snake appears to shed her skin. She watches herself go through this transformation. If you have anything that you want to add, just shout it out.
I'm perplexed with the usage of the skeleton. When I think of death, skeleton doesn't really come up.
What do you think of?
I was going, I said that to myself. What do you think of? It's, I think of a being resting. I mean, like having seen my family die, just an immobile person.
Mhm.
But the fact that they, show it when it's decomposed just to skeleton, makes me wonder.
It's an icon that kind of took off, maybe because of the colorful in the southern U.S. With the Day of the Dead. Um, it's not an icon that you have to think of. Sleeping Beauty
Mhm.
or the snake, because it's all those things.
Mhm.
It's funny that you say this now because as usually what I do is I get the images out of my decks that I like and I just start throwing them into the PowerPoint and then I start pulling, from different writing and, trying to make it make sense. And it was right here where I said, I feel like what they're missing is the angst and the grief. And I
Mm.
read this, our shared salt water, our spilled tears of death, the ceremony, the ritual that humans and some creatures, we know some creatures do at a time of our body's death. Um, so
Pratt,
here's
that
where
on there?
what?
Is that your name on there, Pratt?
Yep, yep. So this is who Asro. His middle name is Amadon, and so there are four people here at
Mm.
this grave in Montpelier. Yeah. So um, life is language. Death has no words.
Mm.
We are reminded from where we come as we visit our shared salt water.
Mm.
Mm.
So I thought, all right, how do we?
Mm.
There's some ritual. Um,
Mm. Mhm.
and you're right, it's not a skeleton.
Mm.
I don't know. Why, that's such an interesting
Mm.
question. Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Do we really imagine our beloveds as just bones? The Book of the Dead would say yes, yes, do imagine. Imagine the decomposition.
Relating it to the Knights Templar, hence Masonic Lodge, because they use that skeleton stuff and the femurs crossed and
Yep.
Does it come from the image of a Grim Reaper
Mm.
was like a skeletal figure?
right.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to see this, but in my two decks that I have, the Masai deck shows
Hmm.
the skeleton, but the Rider-Waite deck doesn't. And this one is an older deck.
Hmm.
So and
Yep.
that's interesting.
Yeah, the older ones have the skeleton, but very animated.
Mm-hmm.
The one I have on my wall, the skeleton is dancing and celebrating.
Uh-huh.
Um, as if there's no more grasping going on for that whoever was in that um, body.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the artist of the previous painting, Kathy?
Uh, I don't remember, but I have it. It's part of the picture. I can find it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, no worries. Mm.
I'm
And
interested that there are so many women.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Alteri.
and now it's very rare you go to a funeral. You go to a celebration of life, a memorial.
Right.
I'm just putting that out. Um, the
Hmm.
difference. Is it because we don't want to face the death? Because we don't even, I mean, it's wonderful to celebrate life, but let's celebrate their death.
Right. Right. Well, our culture took it away,
Yeah,
And
right?
a lot of people get cremated now, which
Hmm.
happens right away.
right, right.
Hmm.
So there's no body to bury.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the recent celebration of life, it was really a blessing that he died. That because he was so sickly. Um, but there was nothing mentioned about really that.
Yeah. Just a few more pretty pictures from.
Pretty.
Is this the cemetery on Route 2 as you're heading into Montpelier?
Yep.
Big one? Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
It was just gorgeous there that day because the sun was out.
It looks like a pretty day.
It was beautiful. It was freezing. So my brother-in-law's girlfriend, I don't know, she's tiny. She's like 85 pounds maybe. She was freezing. I just wanted to walk around some more, and they're from New York, so she was too cold.
Kathy, are you from there?
Well, I've been here since the 80s. I grew up in Ohio.
Okay. But your husband's family is there.
Yeah. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, a bunch of generations.
Hmm.
Here's our animal deck, the Anima Mundi. Um, Death is
That's
a
beautiful.
transformation so profound and enduring, it is irreversible. Death is a midwife leading to our spiritual rebirth. I really like this. Death calls back all our scattered soul pieces.
Mm.
Death is the territory between worlds. It's the pause. It's the realm of snakes and gates and ghosts. Death follows its own logic, not ours. When decay is underway, it demands an intensity of attention. Held within the rotting arms of death, we can be connected to everything.
Mm.
You know.
So I think that's the importance of,
Mm.
I mean, this birth, death, and resurrection, and also with working with our dead. They can show up. I
Mhm.
mean, one of the most important things that happens when many people are dying is, right, they see their beloveds come to their bedside
Yeah.
and welcome them back.
Mhm.
Um, so Liberation Tarot wrote about death, motivating us to make peace because you're going to see some of those people again.
Mm.
I really like this card. It really speaks to me
And what? Why?
because of what you're just saying and the whole picture of it with the what I would take would be the ancestors,
Hmm.
um, and whoever's holding this person,
Hmm.
which isn't real clear, or else it's a person with their arms crossed. I'm not sure.
I think in the description, it's like the mother. It's
The
the big,
matriarch.
yes, yep.
Mm.
And this is also, it's that community with the behind the coffin in the snowy field. To me,
Mm.
it can be so many things.
Can I share something, Kathy?
Hmm.
At the beginning of December, I did a session with Emma, a last breath session
Hmm.
around my brother's death.
Hmm.
And it was
Mm.
amazing to see what without going into it, but the amount of things, of metaphysical things and of astrological things that were happening to me because of when he took his last breath.
Yeah.
And what will still be like there was stuff for this
Mm.
year, because of when he, so there's so much more dynamic between us
Mm.
and our ancestors or people, that we love that have passed than is, in our consciousness. Um,
Hmm.
it's it's so cool.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary Tom, for sharing.
Yeah, I watched the recording again today. I did it on December 9th, which he died on December 8th. His birthday was December 10th, and the session just happened to be on December 9th. I rewatched it again today, blown away again. I gotta go watch it again. It's like so much
Mm.
information and really positive, inspiring stuff. Yeah, really cool.
I wanted to just put this here as a reminder from, the one previous card,
Mhm.
this fermentation, hanging on,
Mm.
being
And which
worked on.
which deck is this, Kathy?
Uh, one of the really old ones, I forget which,
Yeah.
Marseille, one of those.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm,
surrendering to the divine.
interesting. I see Mary Magdalene's red cape, though,
Mm.
Hmm.
and the
Mm.
Mobius Infinity
Mm.
Where
So
do you see where do you see that, Freddie Infinity?
between death and rebirth.
mm.
Oh, there. What about what is the image over her head? What is that?
I
It
don't know,
almost feels like a whale or something.
or a horn.
I think it's just movement. If you like, she's a portal. This
Mm,
missing body is a portal, right? Because the sky doesn't continue in the same way.
Hmm.
Um,
right.
and those lines to me look like this. Um,
And the trees behind her are winter, obviously. No, no, not inside the portal, but
oh, here.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
On the other side,
Bad.
it looks like some sort of grass or,
Looks like a web to me.
hmm,
Might just be the art too,
yeah.
cross hatching.
Hmm.
This one also reminded me of a version of the liberation,
Hmm.
the veiled
Hmm.
Hmm.
person portal.
Hmm. But I think it's interesting that it's that the portal is light. Um, I did have a past a near-death experience, and I did see light. But yet, when we think of death, I don't think of going to the light necessarily. I think more like the labyrinth going to the dark.
Right. Well, we're unbrainwashing ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we know
Right.
where we got all those other ideas about going to the light.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So for years, I've seen myself going to a welcoming party.
Mhm.
I am sure.
Yes.
I
That's
mean, it's
nice.
just what automatically pops into my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When my cousin passed, I had this vision of my mother and my grandmother and my brother and my grandfather just like wrapping themselves around him and like wrapping him in love. That's what I
Mhm.
kept seeing.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mm.
Oh, interesting. Emperor. Whoa.
Yeah. Mhm. I thought they were so related because the natural um growing things.
Oh, okay, good.
And he's got his whatever these vestments are holding in. I'm gonna mute Cassandra. Where she has her ribs. Um, I don't know what it means, but it's pretty interesting.
Mhm.
Kathy, I have that card in front of me, the Emperor in the mystic moments, and it does not have that blue light.
Oh yeah, that's my photo.
But it makes us think of that blue light because that's the color of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, okay, there's something very special going on, and the shape of the blue light feels like it could be a person.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's kind of ghost-like or ethereal
Yeah,
looking. Yeah.
yeah.
Janet, I looked right past it and then you said it and I was like, whoa.
Mhm.
Well, I have it right here in front of me, and there's no blue.
And it's not there.
There's no blue.
But I
Yeah.
feel like it's about really seeing what's in front of you. Like I just looked past it like that's the emperor, blah, blah, blah. But really, Janet really looked at it.
Mhm.
There's
and
something else there.
and don't forget in this deck, there's that second emperor where she's holding the strings of yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, right, right.
But this to me felt like a derivation of
Mhm.
the death card.
The beautiful one.
How do
Mhm.
you feel about these bones, Altry? Because there's so much life underneath them.
I really like this card because I think of death as a process and that things die in segments, even people. anything dies in segments, and
Mm,
so there's still life, but yet she is holding on to life, and um, a part of her has died.
beautiful.
And is that a butterfly on the lily that's on the right?
Yep. Yep.
Uh, Transformation again.
Yep. And lilies.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Really beautiful card.
And these are out of scale, but those look like forget-me-nots, the little blue ones,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They do.
which is our first flower in spring.
Hmm.
And what a nice thing about
What a
dying, forget me not.
Let me know. Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Yeah. I have to think of that when somebody dies to pick forget me not,
Yeah.
or paint them.
Hmm.
And she's a young girl. She's a young woman, she's not old.
Yeah.
She's
And she
young.
doesn't look sickly.
No.
Yep.
I'm not quite getting the dead branch in his mouth.
Well,
It's a mustache.
well, he may that may be a statement about the emperor has probably used plenty of natural resources to create his structure,
Oh, well, yeah,
Mm-mm.
right?
yep.
And I think in a lot of cultures, the type of mustache and the size of the mustache was like indicative of your status.
Mhm.
And he's really like going out there.
But they're dead, we don't see any life on that.
Mm-mm.
That's the way I'm looking at that card, Freddie.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think,
like
yeah, like he used resources to boost him or,
or or what comes out of his mouth is totally
Dead.
dead.
That's
Oh, we're accustomed to that, aren't we?
I guess we don't like him.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
There's no like or dislike. There's right. The emperor
Observation.
just is. So there's the what did you call it? Meritaten, the bringer of death with his sigh. But I thought this was
Oh,
interesting. He doesn't have the sigh. He's got a sword, which is they wrote a little bit about choosing, admitting when it's time to give up or give in, surrender. Make that choice. Okay, okay, here I go. And don't look back. Don't don't just keep working it and working it. When the fermentation is over, it's time to move on, right? And they didn't talk about this. And here are the two portals. They're
Mhm.
taught choices, I suppose.
one
There's a
open and one closed.
Yeah, there's a light in here.
Hmm.
They typically put cats all over the place, so it's a little bit murky. How do we know for sure? Oh my gosh, the path is kind of obscured.
So is that a rope that he maybe has just cut, Kathy? Is that what that line is?
Yep, yep.
Huh.
Mm.
And he's got a bone here.
Mm.
Bone? Oh, yeah.
Small. I mean, it's smaller than a leg bone.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
That'd be the arm.
Can you tell what the cat's playing with?
Ah, the bone.
Is it too,
It
is
looks
that
like
a
a stick. It does,
just a stick?
thankfully, it doesn't look like a bone.
Well, that's interesting because I my dog gets bones and brings them home.
Yeah.
And it's a sign of death for me. I said, oh, something got killed last night or, a week ago because there's no flesh on the bone.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, so it
Mhm.
makes sense to me that there would be a bone in here.
Oh, and he has a cat on his lap, I just noticed.
Hmm. He's a little bit more magical of an emperor.
Mhm.
He's got the constellations and his animal companions.
His antler crown.
Hmm.
But does he have one foot going? Because the his left leg is like fading out.
That's that blue light again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both there, I'm sure. And a German Shepherd.
And the pillars on the background in the mountains.
Hmm.
Mhm.
This doesn't entirely look like an earth. I was thinking it's an earth, but it looks like a jewel.
Mhm. But it does look magical.
It looks very magical.
Mhm.
Let's see. So these are, that's a goldfinch that died.
Mhm.
And they said, where bone meets dirt, the flowers grow.
Mhm.
Um, this is a cicada. Do you experience cicadas?
Well,
Mhm.
they have eyes that grow.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, they come up out of the ground, right? And then they do
Mhm.
this attaching thing on the trees, and they leave their whole giant
Shell.
clickety body
Yeah,
Mhm.
they molt.
stuck on the tree.
Mhm.
Uh, so we see them, I think they're changing underground, and then they change on the tree again. It's a hard and not beautiful process. She says they're soft and vulnerable and pale, and they
Mhm.
kind of look dead when they come out. And it's true. They're vulnerable. Okay, it takes time to recover from the vulnerability left after a major event or sudden change. With our
Mhm.
crawfish, the little ones, they molt and do their transformation sometimes so quickly because they're little and growing fast. So they don't make it out of their molt. The transformation kills them.
Mhm.
They get stuck. That can happen to snakes too. I've only seen that happen once, but it's happened many times to crawfish.
Mhm.
It takes time to recover from the vulnerability left after a major event or sudden change. Indeed.
This
Very
this
true.
this brings up the, a whole concept, especially because, not many people are out in the country living. But death is important for life because if the trees don't die, they don't decompose and we don't have a fertile soil or places for, it's the whole chain of life that, and then thinking about how now you can have a compost burial
Hmm.
and what does it mean that we are not burying in the ground, um, but cremation. And even
And
like a lot of societies, they burn the bodies, but it's witnessed.
Hmm.
you made me think, Audrey, of how the mycelium need the dying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
rotting wood,
Mhm.
right.
right?
Yeah, well, we want to clean everything up. I remember one of the first times that I listened to when Fox was just getting to be really weird. Because remember, like The Simpsons started on Fox when I was young, and it
Mm.
was normal, and it wasn't like a, wacko news station. And one of the talk shows, the name will come to me. It was a woman, and she was saying, "We just have to clean up the forests. They're so messy," and she meant it. Like I think that that's the culmination of what I was saying at the start. Like our culture has just turned us into we don't want to put our bodies in the ground anymore. I told my husband last week I was doing these. I'm like, just drag me outside, just put me like over the hill so you don't have to
Yeah,
smell my body. But like
Hmm.
let the animals come
yeah,
and
yeah.
let the mushrooms come and do their thing.
Hmm. With my experience with of my family from Long Island, it's a horse ranch, and once we used to have 25 horses here, and
Oof.
there was a lot of shit around. And my sister and nephew went, "Oh, you have to." It was so funny, and I had to explain to them, but don't you realize that that's growth? That we have grass because it's fertilized, we have really good land, but so far removed from the cycles of life.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, it's like my husband, no, Azro wanting to pee the minute he got out of the car when he was a little boy at my brother's house in rural neighborhood Cincinnati. I'm like, no, you have to be in the house. It has to go, right? Um, it's really backwards.
No nature peas in the city.
No nature peace. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
hmm.
There's something I want to learn to do this year. Blow
What's
the
that?
conch. Blow the
What?
conch. Blow the
blow
No.
the
conch.
sponge.
Oh, oh, that seems like a fun thing, Freddie.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
have
know.
one?
I don't know where I'm going to find a teacher, but
Huh. Would you have the conch?
I have three of them.
Good.
Oh,
My
there's
one of my
probably a
sons,
YouTube.
yeah, my sons figured it out,
Hmm.
and
Oh, so
they,
on YouTube. That's good. That'd be free.
Yeah, just search on
yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Hmm.
Well, we're cheering for you. Go, go.
Yeah, we want do it at a gathering so we can hear.
I also would like to find a German teacher that will teach me to say Jeanne d'Arc in German.
Well,
Hmm.
talk to Angelica.
Yeah, didn't she
Who?
say it for us?
Angelica.
Okay.
And if she doesn't want to help, I can ask my neighbors. They speak Swiss German.
Yeah, German's German.
Is it? I
I
don't know.
spoke German till I was three and my dad died.
Wow.
He was his parents were immigrants. Older brothers were immigrants. He was born here. But yeah.
Freddie, why don't you just ask Cameron?
Tamara, oh, she probably speaks German. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
raised
Thank you.
Mennonite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. Okay, so the good old gentle tarot with the positive spin here.
Hmm.
Let go of that tight shell little hermit crab. There's a more spacious, better fitting shell just outside waiting for you. It's
I like
true.
it.
Yep. There are your bones again, all three. Um, these are the hands that cannot reach for the flower of renewal without first shedding their skin. Life cannot exist without decay.
Mhm.
Kathy, the flower on the death card, this is the fourth or fifth time we've seen that particular
Yeah, with
flower. So what is that?
I, I mean the only flower that I read about was a lily, and that doesn't look like a lily,
No. Yeah,
and
I
it
mean
doesn't
it's
look.
it's so specific. It has those
Yeah, with
five petals and the thing in the background. There's something about that. It was on the flag and the
yeah,
later.
It
Mm,
actually
It's been
has nine
everywhere.
petals.
mm,
Huh?
It has nine petals.
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5
10.
is 10.
10
10.
and whatever these brown things are, and this to me is the underside of a lily, but it's not the top of a lily.
Yeah, there's some that
It's
particular.
Yeah, you're right. It's really, really specific.
Yeah,
Well, probably if maybe Google the what's the white flower on the flag in the rider deck.
It reminds me of like the Tudor uh white rose, the stylized.
It's the same thing on the right, the White Rider.
yeah.
Yeah,
But what
yeah,
is
on that
different?
flag.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think it's a poppy. I mean, the poppy is the
Oh,
ancestor death.
But isn't that
Um,
interesting? Poppy and opium and
Mm.
yeah, right. With all the structure here in the rows. Remember, that's in contrast to the Empress card in this deck, which is the wild lupin with the hawk on top.
It's a rose. It's the Rose of York. Yep. It
Rose.
symbolizes purity, beauty, and rebirth emerging from endings, representing the cyclical nature of life, death, and transformation, rather than just literal death.
Hmm.
Yeah.
so
It's a
is that
style.
from the War of the Roses, the white and the red?
Yes, York versus Lancaster, the white versus the red,
So this is
right?
the white rose of York,
It's the Tudor rose.
the Tudor rose. Okay.
Right, the House of Tudor, that their symbol was the stylized white rose.
All right.
I know this from watching this, the white queen and the something princess, those
Well, what's
historical
interesting
fiction
about it
shows.
is if we could count how many people the Tudors have had murdered,
Uh,
killed, battles, you know.
Yeah,
So it
a-
really does represent death,
mm,
empirical death. Pretty funny, huh?
So that's a nice
very
privilege that tarot has given them.
That we can kill other people to win.
so what my brain is going, okay, is this a reversal of Mary Magdalene's red rose?
mm. It
Oh,
it says it says here in Wikipedia that it is the white rose has religious connotations as it represents the purity of the Virgin Mary. Um, and it's called the mystical rose of heaven.
Hmm. But we use it to go into battle. They did.
Yeah,
We
because a lot of people go to heaven afterwards.
oh God.
Hmm.
Let's see for this card. Uh, Death is the destiny of life,
Mhm.
and life is the destiny of death. Uh, I thought it was kind of interesting.
Mhm.
Uh, mo Most Holy Death,
Mhm.
they call her.
Mm,
She oversees the many needs of her people. She hears rituals for justice in court cases, for
mm,
protection from enemies, for success in business or in love, and for the removal of curses.
mm,
Her people also ask to know the truth of things unseen. They
mm.
offer her food and flowers, red, black, and white candles, tobacco, and tequila. They know that the lady may grant any prayer.
Well, and I'm finding it interesting that the world she's holding is showing
Hmm.
North and South America.
Well, she's from this hemisphere.
Right.
Yeah, it feels very Mexican to me.
Goddess of Mexico in the US.
Mm,
Once an Aztec lady
mm,
of the land of the dead and protector of souls. Uh, okay. Under European influence, she appears now as a grim reaper with sai and robe.
mm, hmm, hmm,
She holds all life's ends in her hands. People petition her for a peaceful death.
hmm,
So they took the Mexican lady and turned her into the Grim Reaper.
mm.
Oh my God. It's just endless.
Mhm.
I thought that these were pretty interesting
Mhm.
because when I look at these two side by side, the angles line up for me. Like they look, the death looks like a naked emperor.
Mm,
Does anybody else see that?
mm.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's kind of crazy.
It does have a crown on its head.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there, I mean, of course, Angelus Arian has a lot to say. Um, the this for her is about detachment and release. It has to do with Scorpio. I mean, it looks a lot like a scorpion, right? Um, the scorpion represents that part of ourselves that is willing to protect or take care of ourselves during times of change and letting go.
Mm,
Which Janet goes back to that Leonora's Empress card, or yeah, Empress card for Saturday. Uh, there's a phoenix or an eagle reflecting the overall vision and perspective that's needed in order to become even more of who we are.
mm,
Shedding skin, becoming more so. We become our spiritual essence.
mm,
The skeleton is the inherent structure within our body that allows movement and change within our self expression. The bones of who we are represent our ancestral lineage and our present commitment to grow and evolve through repeated death rebirth experiences.
mm.
The crown is a universal representation of expanded consciousness. I don't know about that. The sai is a harvesting tool.
Well, Kathy, in the Hindu chakras, the crown chakra is representative of expanded consciousness.
Sure. Yep.
And I actually love the name of it, the thousand petaled lotus.
Mm,
There's all these antennas going up.
hmm
Maybe infinite petals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful symbol.
Yeah.
Um, One thing I like is I guess this is sea kelp. Um,
Mm,
we're the death rebirth experience is one that reminds us that by letting go, the wilted flowers, were able to allow some new life to emerge and express itself, the sea kelp.
Mm.
Where is the sea kelp, Kathy?
I don't know. Well, I think it's down here. Like, here's the
Oh,
flower, scorpion.
scorpion.
Mm.
I don't, is that kelp? I don't know. I
I
mean,
don't know.
kelp is, this is the snake,
Mm.
dead people.
And I'm finding all that wiry stuff in the upper right corner.
Mm.
Reminds me of ship's rigging.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mhm.
And is actually that movement up almost that swirly, let's say dead person swirls into those swirly
Mhm.
symbols.
Here?
Well, the whole concept from the bottom up, I feel like it's death. You swirl around to nothing.
Or to ascending.
Ascending, yeah.
Um, the sai is depicted as a harvesting tool.
Mm. Mm.
It
I
has the
like, oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
it has the capacity to cut through things for the purpose of yielding harvest.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
see the emperor as very stationary and staid,
Mm.
in his position, and in death, a skeleton is usually just laying there, right?
Mhm.
Inanimate. But this is saying, no, there is a lot going on here in death.
Mhm.
And the bones are black.
Mhm.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
What do you think that is, Kathy? Why are they black?
Well, maybe I don't know, but maybe it's back, maybe there's the well, the dark mother,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mhm.
cosmos.
Mm-hmm. That's a good observation.
I'm trying to see if there's,
And it
If
looks
she
like
says anything.
bird behind his
Mhm.
yeah,
crown.
an eagle or a phoenix reflects the overall vision and perspective that's needed to become even
Mhm.
more of who we are. Right? Big picture bird, air.
She also says that the bones represent ancestral lineage.
Yeah.
Did you already say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so altering, maybe that's part of the bones is
Mhm.
I don't know. I think it's more like Halloween, our obsession with that kind of stuff and not I mean certainly there's not ancestor talk happening much in our culture.
No. And I don't I've heard that the bones and the ancestors and it's a left brain thing that I mean a right brain thing definitely.
Yeah.
How
So this go ahead.
just an off the wall question I maybe Google it. How long does it take for bones to decompose in the ground?
In the ground is very different than above
No.
ground.
Mhm.
Because bugs do it. We
Yeah.
have those they're a beetle and they come as soon as we have anything dead and
Oh
it's
wow.
covered in like hours.
Oh wow. And
And
the bones too? They eat the bones?
nope, they clean it until it's white. And so if you like let's say you wanted to keep bones and you found a dead
Yeah.
something, you put
Yeah.
it out there and it'll be cleaned
Oh yeah.
in a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
You still have to get the tiny bugs out of it, but I don't know when it's underground. I think that's a completely different process.
Mhm.
Probably my son knows, but we could certainly look that up.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm looking
The
it up.
the
dead.
hawk moth. This is for real. And
Wow.
I actually have a necklace with a smoky quartz that has this death's head hawk moth. Hawk moth, one word, hawk moth, um, is an omen if you believe in those things that something big is going to change if you see this bug. Um, they also use this in The Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, this is the bug in the sun. Because the minute it came up, I went, ooh, that's making me think of that movie.
Yes. Yeah, it's like a hideous, crawly feeling that we get from this bug. And it is on a couple cards.
Oh,
Hmm. This is the Muse deck, a beautiful
that's
and
very lovely.
sober card. Uh, Moon Jube, or black.
Here it is.
There's your Triskelion. Here's some sacred geometry. The river Styx.
Mm-hmm.
The bug.
Death moth.
Bug. Yep.
So getting back to the bones, it takes 5 to 10 years for soft tissue to disappear. But, and this is interesting, it's specifically Spokane. Complete decomposition, including skeleton, takes several decades or even hundreds of years.
Probably very different in the north than in the south.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you shown
interesting.
us this deck before, Kathy?
No, nope. But I thought this was a really interesting card because it's got
Yeah.
so many things here. The
Mm.
mushrooms and the
Mm-hmm.
marigolds for Day of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, Death trumpets or something they're called. He's got the sands of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful card, huh?
Mm-hmm.
His where he's holding the sword reminds me of the symbol for Sagittarius,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
which is about partly philosophy and theosophy and
And he's moving away from us,
mhm.
or
Mm-hmm.
we're following him, or I don't know what's happening there.
And you can see he whoever is depicting with the head the process.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kind
one
of
side
melting.
is more decomposed than the right side.
Yep. I think that's it. January 22nd, 2 weeks from today. Write it down.
January 22nd, 5 p.m.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that Kathy, you said that when the death card comes up in a reading, it's not about death, but yet we talked all about death. People
Well, yeah, we did. You're right.
in that transition as much,
Yeah,
which is great because we don't talk about death enough.
yeah. Well, it's true. You're so right, Alteri.
Mm.
Well, don't we talk? I mean, aren't we light beings believe more in a transformation
Hmm.
and a death, or a transformation slash
Hmm.
transition.
Yeah.
It's only patriarchy that's believing in actual
Yeah,
death.
I've stopped using the word died. I use either transition or past.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've passed from this
Hmm.
form into your next. Yeah.
Then I heard a woman who was talking about how we as a culture don't look at death. And she says one of the examples is we don't use the word
The
she
word.
died.
Hmm.
For a really deep dive into this, have you all read Annie Dillard's Pilgrim at Tinker Creek? Oh,
Years ago,
she won the Pulitzer Prize ages ago. Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, and
Is it a
what?
novel?
No, she went to Tinker Creek. It's a place I think in Pennsylvania, and she sat at the side of the river for a year.
Huh.
And so she's telling the story of what she saw, and it's the bugs and the animals and the snakes and the water. And the culmination of the book is this sentence: the contract is clear. If you want to live, you must be willing to die.
Mm.
And so she describes all these creatures
Mm.
having sex, dying, birthing. It's spectacular.
Mm.
Pilgrim at Tinker Creek.
Mm.
And what is it, Janet? Is it like what form do we read that? How do we
It's a
read that?
book. It's a book.
Oh, it is a book.
It's a
Okay.
book. A famous
What
book.
was her last name again?
Annie, Annie Dillard, Dillard.
I'll link it. I read that a really long time
A
ago.
really long time. It's a kind
Uh,
of book. It sits on my shelves like every 10 years ago. I'm just going to read that again. I'm just going to
That
read that again.
sounds like right up my alley because she's sitting near the water.
Well,
Mhm.
and it kind of feels like uh the moss lady is braiding sweetgrass,
Robin
yeah,
Kim
Kimmerer.
Kimmerer.
Yeah,
Yeah, never can get it either.
Well, I'm reading that book by
McFarlane.
Robert McFarlane, The River is Alive.
Mm.
Um, First he was in Ecuador in the cloud forests, and now he's in India and Chennai, and it's oh my God, it's so sad that
Mm.
the
Yeah.
the one in Ecuador, the river was saved, right? That or that land, but in India, it's bad. It's death.
Mm.
It's death.
That's what he's talking about. Everything's dead. Yeah, the river's so polluted.
Mm.
oh, Kathy, did you want to do something with Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let me spotlight, and then I'm going to take a
Oh,
screenshot just to add this to our Discord
Mm.
encyclopedia of
Mm.
everything.
Mm.
I've got it. Thank you.
but it's
Beautiful.
not Prince Charming. It
No,
looked like a woman on a horse sprinkling something on her. Is that right?
Starlight. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's she's sprinkling stars.
Oh.
beautiful.
I can't
Mm.
quite make out. There's something in this flower
Mm.
here that's some creature that's black. But I can't make out quite what it
Is
is.
it a unicorn? No.
No,
No,
But
that's an ear.
that's her
yeah, but
arm.
there's something brown. Mm.
That's a
So,
Okay.
really fun card.
um, you know, death and life, it's a polarity. And I'm just throwing this out there. I'm wondering if the focus is going to be more on as our consciousness changes and it in the vibrational um and the vibrations change, that we're going to actually see more resurrections, and doing away with the polarities of life and death and seeing it as all one. I'm just maybe babbling, but
Well, and
um,
as it becomes more mainstream too, Freddie talks about it. Oh, this dog was my last dog. Once we start to see those patterns and then we talk about it, it's more
yes,
mainstream. Working
yeah,
with our dead, we make it more circular every time
yeah,
we do something like that. And
mhm,
then when we do it in public,
yeah. And of course, past lives too. I mean, more and more
yeah,
people are curious about past lives and future lives. You
sure.
know, canons work with future lives, and many people's work with future lives.
Hmm.
Yeah. So after looking at all these cards, let's say what's meaningful for you. When your death card, if it shows up, what is it gonna remind you of? I know everything happens in context, so it will change depending on your question and who's asking it. Shadow side or straight up side.
Mm,
Talk about the death card. What are its meanings?
Transformation.
hmm
Letting
My big
unneeded parts fall away.
mm,
Uh, yeah.
So it's
release.
ideas or relationships or a job or anything that's
Yeah.
decaying. What was the line in
Yeah.
the David White? Anything or anyone that does not bring you alive is too small for
Right.
you. In other words, it's dying. And so could you let it go?
Yeah, let it fall away.
Let it fall
Release.
away.
Yeah.
yeah, so the question would be, what do I need to let go
Let
and
go.
fall away that is dead in my life?
What's
Hmm.
finished? What's dead? What's dying?
Yeah.
What's
But
decaying?
you need to like go into the shadow, go into the darkness to find it, right?
And where is the darkness but inside you?
Right.
It would depend on the person who's having if
Mhm.
they refuse to see, but then they're not going to come to a tarot reading, so I don't
Well,
blame
Right,
some
them.
right, right, right.
but some people do, and they just need
Yeah.
confirmation, and so this card, more so than some of the other ones, is a real prompt, I
Mm,
think, to say, that then it becomes you as the oracle to
mm,
figure out, oh, okay, I got this. Something really is working on them, and
Hmm.
they're at the brink of what, you know, that's going to be your job.
mm,
But it's like whoop. Okay, this is a big thing is going down.
And
Wasn't
it
there
could,
one card that was called freedom? I think there was only one death card that was labeled in all those things you showed us freedom, but in the
Oh, yeah,
but that would be the so what is holding you back from
being
from
free.
the being free and full and aware and awake and alive and joyful. The thing that cracked me up about that Thoth card is the guy's dancing. He's like ecstatic. There's so much joy in that card. It's like, what? Because the others, they're kind of static and like this. And that guy's doing
Yeah, he's having a blast,
he's a
yeah,
happy
it's
dance.
like dancing the jig.
Well, because
and the
he
bones are
knows he's
black.
bringing people freedom,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So liberation or freedom, I think it was freedom.
Yeah, and I think it's our um, to break through because it's the death card, but to say, yeah, but it's freedom.
It's freedom.
Yeah,
There
but
it
could
could
be
be
there
careful.
could be a struggle that they're going through that,
You won't
they
let
could
go.
maybe look at from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this struggle, what needs to go and
Mm,
what gift is there in that in the struggle.
Like that
So
string, there was just that tiny little bit, and
yeah,
all the person,
yes.
all the did I just going, cut that fucker. Come
right,
on, come on,
right.
come on.
yeah.
One little yank. So yeah, it could be showing us the shadow side of any of that. I mean, the death card could be witnessing somebody's angst, but it could be so that I wrote down holding on to a dead form,
Mm,
not ready to let go. Just cut that fucker. Feeling numb. I checked out,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
mine. Feeling stuck. I don't know where I'm going. I don't, clinging to the past. But, fear of
Looking to your
change.
ancestors.
mm, mm.
Well, that would be a positive thing.
That would be a positive, yeah.
And
Um, and
people
be,
might be taken aback and frightened.
of course, yeah.
Oh, am I going to die?
Right,
Mm,
fear of
right.
change. Yeah, I mean, that's
This,
kind of where we all are right now. Like, what is going to happen this weekend?
Stop.
What, what's going to happen tomorrow?
I,
I can't even.
one of the things that came to me in this, which is different, is death is a choice. Letting go is a choice. And even though you have the death card in front of you, it is your choice if it's the time to let go, but it's indicating that there's something you need to let go of.
That there's something. And this is, Oracle as midwife.
Yes.
You can feel how grave this is when it comes up.
Hmm.
I don't think I've ever pulled this card.
Well,
I mean, it doesn't come up unless it needs to come up.
Needs to.
I
You know,
love that phrase, Kathy. Oracle as midwife.
yeah, because it's your job. You can't just blow it off now because
Right.
now you know everything behind that. So
Right.
this card is like not fooling around.
hmm.
Nope.
Thanks for sharing that it hasn't come up, 'cause that's a big, big piece. So if it does come up, it really means, oh, we need to look at
Well,
I've never pulled it.
right, right.
Never.
It
Yeah.
just hasn't come up. And I
Right.
mean, come on, Alteri. The more you work with these cards, there's it's a smart aleck thing to do because they oh look at Cassandra. Okay, you're gonna get that card until you're not gonna get that card. And we can do it for months. And when you're done with it, we're gonna hide it from you. You
Right.
know?
We're
I
gonna
mean,
hide it.
as many times as I'm a skeptic, and I pulled some cards today for Emma's gathering on Saturday, and they're the perfection of these two cards together from two decks.
Mm,
It's just astonishing, and I'm sure that I'm just like glancing at the surface. You could
mhm,
probably write a book
mhm.
about these two cards for this time,
Yeah, yeah.
you know? And so
That's a
yeah,
good teaser, Kathy.
when the death card comes up, it
Hmm.
it's showing you that something as big as the way it feels is in the background.
Yeah, you got to pay attention here.
Hmm.
You know what I'm wondering when I hear you say that is we have been saying for 10 years, 15 years, that we all want the death of patriarchy, right?
Yeah.
Right? So now I'm wondering if the death card might not show up as like, come on, baby, come on. It's coming because those ideas are decaying and dead and holding everybody back, right?
Mm.
So I just wonder
Well, we
if
got the next best card to the death card for Saturday. We got the
for
tower.
Saturday, right? But I'm just,
got
I'm just, because you
The,
said it
the
never comes
tower.
up. Now that we are more conscious of it, and if we truly do believe we're here to heal the wasteland, it's the end of patriarchy, religion, goodbye, go over there so that dragon can come in, stands to reason that the death card would come just to help us along that last little bit. What are you gonna? And Kathy and I are talking about doing this for the beginning of Dragon. Before you can open to Dragon, you have to extract the dead god that's still inside you. So, I love the death card. I used to
Well,
be afraid of it. Now I go,
and I don't think the death card shows up unless you can handle it.
yeah,
Right.
that would scare the dickens out of somebody that's not.
And you would and that's when they say burn the witch,
Mm-hmm.
you're too immature to hear the reality. So she's crazy.
Mhm. But what came to me, I question often, why is this getting so extreme? And, why is, the great disturber getting so much energy? And I think it's because we have to get the masses to want the change.
It does feel that way.
Yeah, that we have
Wake
to
up.
engage. Yeah, wake
Enough.
up.
A critical mass of people has to say
Yes,
no.
critical mass.
A critical
Exactly.
mass of people has to say no.
Yeah. And we need a change. And it begins with getting rid of God.
Yeah.
Big one for people.
Freddie, you heard something. Do you have something you want to share?
Well, yeah, this happened, I don't know how long ago. I was in my 30s, so 50 some years ago. I had a oracle reading and I did draw the death card. And what
Mm,
she said to me was two things. One, somebody was going to die,
mm,
Oh,
somebody did.
oh,
And second, that there was a witch in my life. And years later, I discovered there kind of was. She was doing stuff behind my back that was pretty detrimental.
Mm.
So she used witch as a negative term, like a bitch.
Yes, yes, yes.
but you've received the death card.
But
Wow.
I did, yeah. And somebody did die. It was
Mm,
another doctor, a friend of my close
mm,
friend of my husband's.
Mm.
mm,
At that, in those days, I couldn't go to funerals because
mm.
I would be destroyed still. And then in the 90s, I was a celebrant, but
Gosh, that's a big change.
yeah, it was a big change. It was huge.
So what's a celebrant?
That does memorial services and
Oh,
funerals.
oh.
You couldn't go to a funeral, Freddie? Is that because of your husband's passing?
No, it was because of the four major deaths before I was 30.
Mm,
Okay.
Father figures, and
mm,
I mean, I'd just be destroyed.
mm.
So
We have,
I didn't go for a long time. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
somebody asked me after I became a, what do I want to say, part of a religion, a priest, or not a priest, a minister in a religious thing. Somebody asked me to do a service for her father who had died. And I agreed. And it was like,
Mm.
and I kept thinking, can I really do this? And there were probably 300 people there.
Oh
Oh.
my goodness.
And I don't know how many people called me and said, this was wonderful. And I'm like, huh?
Wow.
And I did it for about 5 years. And then when I
Wow.
moved here, I had the feng shui person come and I said something about that. And she said, oh, I've been wondering why I saw so much death around
oh
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
you. And then after that, it just kind of fell away.
Mm,
And now we are celebrating the dead in The Labyrinth Carries Us Home, and we need to do one of those pretty soon because there's been an awful lot of death.
mm,
But I love doing The Labyrinth Carries Us Home.
Mm.
It's just
mm.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Janet, I shared it once, but you weren't there. My aunt thanks you.
Oh,
Um,
because she was in, we had her in last.
yeah, because she didn't believe in God, so she didn't know where to go when she died.
Mm.
And we sent her
And we
down
put
the
her
holy well.
and she was an ecologist. I mean, the earth, that was her life, saving the earth, and then we gave her the earth at the end.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
And
let's
yeah, it
schedule
just
another one pretty soon.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a second cousin pass away. So we got to
All
put,
right.
oh, we prayed for Rebecca and the council, her council of love, and she passed away.
So we don't have time for questions. I will send them to you in the email.
Okay.
Let's shuffle our deck
Okay.
and find ask the oracle for another facet to the way you're feeling about the death card, about your specific death card. Inform me a little bit more about the death card. Tell me something I haven't thought of.
Or are we talking about the entire deck or
Yeah,
your arcana or
no, do the whole deck, and it's a blind pull, so you're not looking at it face up. You're asking for some wisdom, some additional wisdom about the death card.
Oh, jeez.
And then, a concise preview for the rest of us of the card that you pulled so that we can leave on time. We have 10 minutes. And probably we'll have it here. I'll probably, I'm going to do some screenshots because I'm sure we're going to hear some pretty cool nuggets.
Well, I did my little cut, and this has never happened before. As I'm doing the cut, the bottom card fell. It's like, just you're not smart enough to get me,
Yeah,
so
we're
I'm
just
just gonna.
gonna.
And come on, this is just so perfect. It's so adorable. It happens to
Oh,
be the Eight of Cups, but look at her, right? So
Oh,
she's
I love it.
walking the path, life to death. It's beautiful. It's an adventure. I mean, isn't this just so? What it's reminding me about death is that it's beautiful. It's a mystery. Walk the mystery. And it looks just like the tail of the crocodile for the
Yeah.
fool. So it's like the next step
oh,
in,
yeah.
die like a fool. And then look,
And
she's a ladybug. I mean, is this not the prettiest?
Love that.
Yes.
hold it still so I can grab it. Oh,
It,
that's
it's
perfect.
it's in
It's just
it re,
perfect. And the
it's
way it went,
enchanting.
boom, like you're too, this is the card.
And don't be afraid of taking that next step,
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, she's
right?
walking
Don't be
along.
like
She's peaceful. She's
Oh,
stuck
watching. She's looking. No, there's nothing stuck about this. And she's being witnessed. It's beautiful.
and feel your emotions, right? Because it's watery, it's
And
the
it's all
cups.
water,
Yeah,
and
just let it flow.
transformation, and dragonflies. I mean, it's
Hmm.
just an exquisite card.
Perfect.
Isn't that perfect? And cups,
Yeah,
love, happiness, joy, right?
yeah.
And of course, the eight is our as above, so below. It's our infinity. This card is perfect.
Beautiful. Thank you. All right. Who else has one?
well, I do.
Okay, Freddie's got hers holding up. Okay, I'm gonna spotlight it. Okay, the Ace of Wands. I'm gonna.
Oh, look at that rabbit.
That deck is too much.
So, what do you think about
Oh,
that? What does that give you about death?
well, I'm trying to remember what we discussed about wands, or did we? But he's holding the wand, but it's in bloom, so to speak. It has leaves growing, and he's on a precipice, like he's going to take the next step. And over here's the castle that he's headed for. Um, and I saw an animal, looks like a bear head up here in the cloud.
Ah,
So it's to me, it's like a joyful card and a transition again.
I love the bear. Watch out for unexpected ancestors, allies through your process.
Mm.
You know
So,
what? My my father, who died when I was 3, I never heard from till last week.
Oh,
And he came in and said, and I've had readings that have said he not like Earth, he's still on the other side. But he came in and he said to me, I had to leave because your life would have been not what it was supposed to be had I stayed.
wow.
Mm.
It was like,
Goodness sakes. Wow.
so
Mm.
yeah, of course, I love the rabbit deck. I just,
It's a good one. Okay, I'm going to go next on Cassandra because this has to do with what Freddie was asking about the. Okay, I'm going to try and do. Okay, this is me walking and chewing gum. Okay, got my screenshot. Okay, so wands, fire, creativity. It's your ember. It's why we blow on the ember. So this card I think is um look at the situation in a balanced way. Don't like go off the deep end and lose it. I have people in my life who lose it. This not time for that. Um and
What's the word, Kathy?
um dominion. I hate the words.
Okay.
Um so I'm not going to look at that. Uh I think it's and it has the Sagittarius symbol. Reach out to your friends when you need support and the elements. Ask the elements. They always have answers for us. Talk to the fire in this case. Okay, that's what I got.
you know what else about that card, Kathy, is it's exactly, like, so
Uh,
if you could, it's a wheel, and that's life, death, and reverse. Just,
Mm.
it's
Mm.
also that symbol that we made today when we rearranged
yeah.
the. Okay, interesting. Okay, now go for it, Cassandra.
Yeah.
Okay, I got justice.
Oh,
Uh, to me, I see that justice is in the, oh, well, you wanted to take a picture, right?
yeah. So hold it up. Oh, now you're, wait, okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Got it. Thank you.
To me, it just means what's happening in DC about everything. It's
Hmm.
they're just destroying themselves. I think that people aren't going to put up with the insurance prices going up and ice going around killing everybody.
Ugh.
All of that. It's got to come to a head, and so I think that's where justice will come in
May it be
to
so.
make peace and reconstruct. Its
Hmm.
way to force it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you,
Mm.
Alteri Meritaten. And if you need to sign off at 7,
Hmm.
definitely do. But we're gonna finish here.
Okay.
You want to go, Walter?
Why don't you go first?
I got the Hermit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sh- Says to me, this is my 9 is my life path number.
Hmm.
I really, really relate to the Hermit. It's like my comfortable, safe place. She's yeah, there's water, there's the mermaid. It's just as saying to me that your relationship with around death and all its different meanings, you're good. You're good. Keep going. Keep going the way you're going. You're good. You're heading in the right direction. This card feels very like an affirmation and
Mm.
it feels really good.
Reassuring.
Reassuring. Yeah.
Beautiful. Altary.
Um, I picked the Four of Cups. Um,
Mm.
it's a it's hitting a real sensitive spot in me because um the three of my close family have passed in the last 3 years.
Mm.
So I looked up because I didn't know what it was. But it's really in, it's a, um, say an angel, uh, bringing a cup to me. That's a different cup. And then I need to open up my arms because, I'm like, I'm not taking that cup. Um, so, but it's again, hitting a really deep nerve.
And Altary, I'd
Hmm.
like to say, to me, cups in some form represent the Grail.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
And that's a very that card is like the universe offering you a hug.
Mm. I like that.
Okay. 2 weeks from today. Thank you for our incredible death card conversation.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, it was way more wonderful than I anticipated.
Yeah.
What's
I
what's what comes next, Kathy?
I don't know. My head is not in
Wait,
the
I'll
numbers.
tell you.
It's
Temperance.
Oh, yeah,
Temperance
the
is fun.
in the Thoth deck, it's art.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Art
Temperance.
slash temperance, the point is to. All right.
Okay.
Oh, mine's in the inner child card. It's the guardian angel.
Mm.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yay.
All
Nice.
right. Be well, everybody. Love you.
Yes.